Recorded live at Sunset Bowl in St. George, Utah for the title matches of today's JBT tournament. It is Rising Tide format, which we haven't done in a long time. 2 bowlers remain in each division. This is not a normal title match. This is just another round of Rising Tide. Each round comes with what we call a lifeline bonus for the high game in the division. Obviously, with 2 bowlers left, the high game gets that bonus. As you can see, it's worth 60 pins. 2 scratch survivors are Andrew Guba at plus 82 and Brandon Rother at minus 22. Give Andrew that theoretical win, that gets him up to plus 38, which still leaves him 44 pins behind. So Brandon has to win this match by 44 to tie, 45 to win. Handicap division, JT Verdi is the trailing bowler at plus 29 to Nate Samples plus 96. Give Verdi the 60 pin bonus for a theoretical win, puts him 7 behind. So after the handicap is added in, JT has to make up a 7 pin margin here in the title match. Lots of math going on, lots of great bowling going on too. We'll keep track of all of that for you. Right now we're gonna get on over here to, well, if he's Speedy B, what does this make? Slower?
More control?
No, for you.
Oh, me? Old B.
It's an old B. There we go. Very nice. JT Verdi was your runner-up just a couple weeks ago. Where's your champion? Boy, I'm old Jay, because I can't even remember a couple weeks ago. He made the title match. I'm absolutely sure of it, and I'm absolutely sure he is not happy about whiffing that 10 pin right there. Brandon's tournament was just about over 2 games ago until he blasted by far the high game of the tournament, 279. That came with a 40 pin lifeline bonus at the time. It put him right back in the middle of things and right here in the title game. But he has no choice but to pour it on here. He's got to win by 45 pins to overtake Guba's total. That's right, Verdi was the runner-up a couple weeks ago, but he won the U17 match as a 13-year-old, one of the younger U17s to win. There's 27-year-old Nate Sample. Oh, wait, he's only 15. There we go.
His grandmother's 27.
There, great answer. There you go. They make them different these days. I don't know what's in the water, but I don't remember too many 15-year-olds looking like some of our 15-year-olds. Nate's bowled fantastic all day. Yet another 2 rips across the lane. We bowled on one of the toughest patterns you're going to see all year anywhere. It's a 34-foot pattern. That's the shortest pattern we've used all year as well. Occasionally challenging surface here. 8 on a pair. Takes forever to bowl a game. You're crossing over 8 other people every game. That leads to what we had today as a minus 167. Cut super, super low. Glad Andrew figured out how to change the score on these things. I have yet to do so. It's a different system than I used to. Great hospitality for our first visit to southern Utah. Jason and his crew were fantastic. The restaurant is fantastic. I ordered 2 things from the restaurant. It cost like 14 bucks, and I'm going to eat for a week. It was just gigantic portions. They're really tasty too. Thanks to everybody. We'll definitely be returning. Curtain over there.
It's the newer place over on the side.
Got it. Oh,
Wait. Yes.
Nate over here mumbling to himself as he has had not 1, not 2, but 3 9 misses. Missing spares in final matches are deadly, but JT's counter with 2 night outs of his own, so sort of a war of attrition there over in handicap. As Andrew Guba is having one heck of a senior season. He started the year with that ignominious record of no wins in 10 years. He has erased that and then some, winning 6 titles already this season. 5 titles this season to get to 6 overall. That just happens to be the title total that Brandon has, so someone's going to win their 7th here. This all according to them. Mine lose track. They just win a ton. As another 9 miss, this time over in the scratch division. And you could go a week and a half before you see Andrew miss a single pin, but it happens here. As all is said and done, Brandon has made up 7 of the 45 pins he needs to make up through half the game. Still plenty of time. We'll see what happens. Verdi now working on a double. And Pure's that one for 3 in a row. Given a second chance here by Nate's 9 misses, he takes full advantage with that triple. The handicap difference in the match itself is 13, so JT has to beat Nate by 13 to tie and 14 to win the game. But he's got to win by another 8 on top of that to overtake the overall difference. So it's an effective 21 pin difference. Pretty good shot from Nate there. The bowling gods are like that. When you have a bunch of 9 misses, the bowling gods will keep throwing 9 counts at you until you spare them. That's just how it is. Big shot for Rother to recover after that nose split in the 5th. All Brandon wanted to do was just make a finals in September. I remember him telling me that. He ended up sweeping the weekend, and he told me that. Won another one since, far above expectations. But all that power, and when he finds his look, not a lot bothers him. He just kind of goes into Planet Brandon and just keeps firing them. And when it's on, it is on. He throws a tank. No problem with the spare. And finally, Nate converts the spare, so now the bowling gods will respond. I bet the next time he hits the bucket, he strikes. Not that I'm a betting man, especially in March, even though it's April 2nd. A lot of loft. 34 feet of length will not accept the tug shot. You're not even going to whiff the head, a piece of the head pin. Well, we got a situation over your handicap. It's getting pretty close.
Get there.
Pretty shot from Speedy.
And not so speedy, maybe move down and like one more.
No, as that spare goes awry as well. He's got 118 through 9, and he's got trouble. Ejectively sits off to the left. He's got to keep his head in it, though, because you never know if he might need still step up here in the 10th. Match play competition. Cuba, camera right, strike working, big shot. Flush shot. Well, that's about maximum emotion out of Andrew, too.
A little crack in this.
Yeah.
Crack in this.
There's a slightly clenched fist and a smirk. Verdi working on a triple. It's out. Boy, 3 things wrong there. The string ends at 3. It's a split, and there's a little bit of pin action that made that an even wider split than normal there. That 7's a little left. And these guys are going to make me do some math, because between the bonus pins and their ordinary handicap, I think they're really, really close. Cuba's wide. Cuba's right back and dead flush. All that experience coming up with brilliant shots there in the 7th, 8th have really forced Brandon to be in pretty much must-strike territory the rest of the way. Tough 2-7-8. Let's see what JT can come up with. Ah, yes, sir. Excellent conversion there of the 13-year-old. Oh, wow. Brandon sawed that rack to pieces. The 7 almost forgot to fall, and it went, oh, I should probably fall there. It did. It's still alive. He's got room for 224, and again has to win by 40, so it's strikeout and pray time. Wow. I think. Don't pretend it's not, though. Don't, because it's hard for me to add that up off the top of my head. Oh, this time the 7 does forget to fall. All these bowlers, of course, make the Mojave Invitational coming up in June with $1,000 for first. Top 4 did so. Well, look out. There for Rother over there. He's bowling well, but I think he's got the numbers added up in his head there.
Go ahead, man. Here you go. 2 seconds in. Here's your best.
Oh, gee, you only beat like 800 other people. What do you mean?
He wants third place.
Oh.
Don't have enough of them.
Well, Josh is third. Do you want to just default into third? You know, feel free. So, JT finishes with 174. With the handicap is 196, which temporarily puts him -4 plus 25. But he's going to get that 60-pin bonus to make for winning that game, which puts him to plus 85. Nate's sitting at 190, at plus 96. The best he can do is 148 plus 35 for 183, which is just barely not going to be enough. 183, 17 down. He got you by just a little, even if get them all anyway. I tell you what, we start every tournament with the whole bowling alley going, make your spares, and it was a battle of 9 misses, and I know Nate's kicking himself, but he bowled fantastic all day long. Should be very proud of a runner-up finish. And Guba just throwing pure shots over there to wrap this thing up and win title number 7. And of course, they won't let, all Nate wants to do is throw this ball and get out of here. There he goes. Finally, the pin's set for him. As he'll do the fireball. Hold your head high, young man. You did very well.
Was it legal to throw a house? Yeah, I want
Guba's going to finish the rows. Just so you guys can see the math on that, it can get very, very close. He had 174 plus his handicap for 196. Minus 4 for the game takes him down to plus 25. He gets the bonus for that. He gets the plus 85.
Oh, yeah?
You're at plus 145 plus your 35 for 180 minus 20 for the game takes you to 76. After all that, it was a 9-pin difference in overall aggregate. You were both fantastic. Guba can strike from anywhere.
That makes up for yesterday.
Makes up for the last 9 years. Explain yourself this season.
I don't know.
Everything coming up, Guba. He's making the most of his senior season. He went to Seattle last week and finished in the top 4 both times. He is traveling to just about every remaining tournament, so he's going to pour it on as much as possible for the former Sportsmanship Award winner. Speedy B again, also nothing to hang your head about. He would be, where would you be? The bad news for you is that if you didn't bowl at 279, you'd be in, you know, south of Vegas by now. But
yeah,
well worth it to stick around for that.
Oh, yeah.
These parents are a dedicated bunch to ship their kids all over the place. Brandon already knew this house pretty well. This was the only place open during COVID, even for someone who lives in San Diego. So they traipsed here how many times?
Just once.
Just once?
It was a good trip.
There you go. Brandon, you better shoot that. You better make it. Brandon gets to shoot the 2, 2.5, 8 to wrap things up here in Utah. Oh! He chops the 2.5 off the 8.
2.5.
Horrid finish. 4 real nice guys and 4 real nice finishes. What a great first weekend in Utah. We're going to do it again next week out in Mesa for a big one. We'll see you then.